Hey everyone, and welcome to this SolidWorks tutorial on conveyor belt, in which we will learn how to model this material safety frame that we will be using in our conveyor belt assembly. So let's begin. So first we need to open a new part file, click OK button, make sure that you're working in millimeters, so select mmgs as units, select the front plane and click on sketch. After that, I will select the midpoint line and create a vertical midpoint line. As you can see, this is not vertical, so I will select it and assign a vertical relation, so this can be perfectly vertical. After that, to define it, I will select Smart Dimensioning tool and assign the length of this line as 885. Then go to features, right click here and go to tabs and make sure that you have enabled the sheet metal tab and the Weldments tab. So go to the Weldments tab and select the structural member from here, specify the standard ISO. Here you need to drop down and specify the type and then specify the size. After that you need to select this line. Okay, you can use this mirror profile if you want. Okay, after that you need to check this box. Alright, so here we have our structural member. Select the sketch, then go to the sheet metal and select very first option, that is base flange tab, and then you need to specify this direction here, this side. It can be anywhere, it's fine. And here you need to specify this value under the direction 1, and then you need to specify the parameter. The parameter basically is the thickness. So if in case, for example, I increase it, you can see how much it is thick. So we would require 2.5 millimeters the thickness, and then check the box. Okay, then I will select this inner face and then click on sketch. Okay, now I have to cut some holes here. So in this region I will create a circle, and then I will specify the diameter of this circle, that is going to be 50. Press escape button, drag it inside like that, select Smart Dimensioning tool, specify the distance from center of the circle to the edge 35, and on the other side the same thing, on the other side 35 mm, so that it can be fully defined. The circle has turned into black, which means that this is fully defined. Now I want more circles, so I will select linear pattern. In direction 1 window I will select this edge, in direction 2 window I will select this edge, so that we can mirror along this line. Okay, now go down and in entities to pattern window I will select the circle, and okay, then along the direction 1 I will increase this number. As you can see, I can specify the gap as well. So let's specify the gap for the direction number 1 and increase this number. This is fine. Let's focus on the direction number 2. We can increase this number, for example, up to 3, and specify the gap in between these. As you can see it from here, I think we need to reduce it, so let's say 60 mm is fine, and then check the box. As you can see, the sketch is blue, we have to make it black. Although it can work, but it can cause problems later. So this is underdefined, you can see it from here. Let's specify the distance between these two holes as it is. Simply check the box. The distance between these two holes as it is. Simply check the box. It is still blue. So from this edge to the center of this blue circle, specify the distance as it is. And now this is black, this is fully defined, it is written over here. And then go to features and select Extruded Cut, and here specify through all, and then check the box. Okay, so holes have been created, as you can see it from here. Now I will select this face and click on sketch. this is the face of the L shape angle, so make sure to sketch on that and not the flat face of the longer area. I will create here center lines. I will hover over the circle so that I can get the circle. I will ensure that this line is perfectly horizontal, so I will select the line and assign a horizontal relation to that. I will then select once again center line, and do not start it from this midpoint, start it from somewhere else so that we don't have some extra relation which can cause problems while assigning the dimensions. And similarly to here as well, make sure that this is vertical, you can assign a vertical relation to that. So from this line to this edge, I will specify the distance as 35 mm. Then I will create a circle over here, as you can see it from here. Specify the diameter of this circle. I will specify as 12. After that, I will select linear pattern, and in direction 1 I will specify this edge. We only would require direction 1 this time, we don't need direction 2. Go last, this is entities to pattern, and I will select this circle, and we would require in other direction. So let me increase this number and change the direction from here. You can change the direction, guys, from here by pressing this arrow button. And I will specify the gap between the circles, so this is 67, and I will further increase this number to 12, 13. Okay, and then check the box. This is blue sketch, guys, so we have to fully define it. Select smart dimensioning tool, specify the distance between these two circles as it is, don't change anything. Now this is fully defined, it has turned into black. Go to features and select extruded cut. So in case your direction 1 is not cutting properly, if you haven't specified the sketch fully, you can enable the direction 2 or specify through all both. This is through all. You can specify through all both if you don't see the cut on the other side. Then select this face and click on sketch, and here select the corner rectangle and create a corner rectangle like this. Okay, onto the other edge. Select smart dimensioning tool and specify the length of this line, because we only would require to specify the length of this line because on the other side we already have the relation on the other edge. Select extruded boss base, and let me specify the value here 70 millimeters, and then check the box. You can do the same on the other side, guys, but I will use the mirror feature. So we would require a plane over here. In my case, I already have this top plane, but let's say if we don't have the plane, then how we can create a new plane. So in features, we have reference geometry. You can drop down and select the plane from there. Select this face and then select the other face, and by doing that you have a plane in the mid. So let's use this plane. What I will do, I will select this newly created plane, as you can see, and then keep it highlighted, then select the mirror and keep it highlighting. We have that in the first window. So let me show you how we can do from here. Okay, so features to mirror, I will select this feature, and let's check the box, and it is not allowing us because this is not the merged geometry. So let me fix it. Process, right click here on the last boss extrude and go to edit feature, which is very first option, and just simply check this box, merge result. Check this, the line is gone now, as you can see. Now select this, highlight this plane, select the mirror. As you can see, this is already there. In features to mirror, it is not allowing us to select it from here, so let me drop down and select that from here, and then check the box. Now this feature is mirror on the other side. If you can't mirror this thing, you have to make the same feature on the other side, the boss extrude, I mean the 70 mm boss extrude we just have done previously. Now you can go to the sheet metal and select the edge flange, and I will select this top edge and give it direction inside, because see the bottom edge, we already have the inside direction. You have to specify this length, and then check the box. Okay, now this is ready. You can assign any color or any other material, it's up to you. I will specify any steel or any other material, any other color. So that is our material safety frame, guys. I will save this. For that, I will go to file, click on save as button, and save this in the same conveyor belt folder, and I'll give it a name, material safety frame. So that's complete our video, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.